So in this lesson we're talking about the syntax used for creating lists and sets. The first one that we'll talk about is a list. So to create a list you have two options. I can call my list, and I can either do list like this, and this will create an empty list with nothing in it. And so when doing that, if I want to add to the list, I can say my list dot, and notice when you do the dot here, again, this is going to help you out. The IDE is helping you out, and there's a lot of different things that you can choose from when you look at what's available with the list as an object. And so right now though we're just using the append, and here I want to add a value to it, so I can put 4 in there. So now our list has an item in it, which is 4. I can, because lists are can have anything in them, I can also append words, and so it can contain just about anything in the list. And so our first spot in the list is going to be 4. The second spot will be hello. If I wanted to print them out, I would need to do it individually. If I wanted to, I could say my list 0, my list 1. So notice that we use these square brackets after the name of the list, the square brackets with the index that we want to read out of. And I can also change the values in either one of these later. I could say my list 0 equals 5. And so now I've changed the value that was in there, which is in the first spot, which is 4. I've changed it to a 5. The other option you have for creating a list is is like this. And so we've created it with 2 items already in it. So this was an empty list, and this is now a list with 2 items in it. And again, they already exist. So I can say print, and I can do my list 2 0 and my list 2 1, and we should get the exact same printout that we got up here. And you can do just like we did before, so there's no difference in how you deal with them after they're created. And so same thing here has happened. And so if I was to print, you can do this, but you have no control over how it outputs. My list, and so this will print out the entire list. Each of these print statements will print out the entire list, so you can see it. So here now, what if I want to create a set? We can do it just like before, but now I can go like that, and that creates an empty set, and then I can add to the set. And so now our set has a dog and a cat in it, and we can print those out just like that. So I can print out the values of my set. The set is not the same as a list, and the idea that you want to go out and access each item and things like that. Right now what you're doing is you are simply using it to create a group of items, and everything in that set is individual. So even if I try to add another dog, it will not add that other dog to the set. So you can't really use it in the same way that you did the other one. The other way to create a set would be to use the curly brace, and that would have the same effect. So now we have so you have the dog and the cat in there. Again, if you look at my set dot, you can see all the different things that are available with a set. And so that's the syntax of your sets, and you're creating your sets and your lists. There's a lot more that you can do with them, but this is how you create them.